smoke way too much weed. Maybe it happens to you too. I'm sure it happens to all of us. Well, good morning and great day, said the sun to the sky. The sky was looking blue, the sun was wondering why. The sky had heard the sun's questions from its insides and replied, yo, things for you are always wonderfully bright. Well, the sun, knowing that notion, was just powerfully glowing, showing its unchanging face to space from all of its sides. A ball of fire sired from high when the fall of the tides. Ocean of love brought wisdom forth as in sight. And there the Son of God hung, pinned to the crossroads of experience, with a glistening shine reflected from the diamond mind of the christening light. The North Star seen from a great distance at night, returning us to the awareness truth is the divine. And so the Holy Spirit's essence is the bringer of light. Since the dawn of time we've been life made of love, our point in perspective, the Aeon's Crux. This is our choice in the matter, the Aeon's Crux. Yes, our time in existence, the Aeon's Crux. We're all connected, this is called relativity. It's all connected, and it begins with you and me, and it will end as it began. We will go back from whence we came. Only the love that creates us and sustains us will remain. We're all connected, this is called relativity. It's all connected, and it begins with you and me, and it will end as it began. We will go back from whence we came. Only the love that creates us and sustains us will remain. Well, good morning and great day, said the dad to his kids. Dad was meditating, kids looked at him in bliss and said, Dad, we can see now where your happiness is. It comes from within, and it gives you all those magical tricks that you share with us every day in every way like a gift. They sat on his lap and asked if he could grant them a wish. He said yes, without questioning if he could give. And their request was so humble, it wasn't what he had guessed. He felt so blessed by the souls that he had been entrusted to guide and to teach, and of course that he would love them. He then saw his whole life as the greatest opportunity to walk the path he chosen, not for him only, but to be free, to show them how he lived. His life could be the teaching. He told them how forgiving was forgiving as a free thing, and began by including them in his responsibilities, and said, using our ability to respond is what it really means. To have acceptance for all people and circumstances, which depends upon your willingness to seize the perfect chances that we have manifested as challenges and bends within the path that we transcend. And that is when he said, we're all connected, this is called relativity. It's all connected, and it begins with you and me, and it will end as it began. We will go back from whence we came. Only the love that creates us and sustains us will remain. We're all connected, this is called relativity. It's all connected, and it begins with you and me, and it will end as it began. We will go back from whence we came. Only the love that creates us and sustains us will remain. Yeah. When we go out in life, comes with its share of risks. But when we don't go out in life, we risk what we come to share. This life can be a war zone. I pray we have less battles, but the path to peace is the path less traveled. We live happily when that gets handled, but we have to be tuned in so that gets channeled. It's a lonely road. The noble way is only known as we go and grow. Like the lotus that is opening, the process is unfolding slow. Like an eagle scoping low over the shallows of an ocean bay. Flying between shadows in the golden rays. Gliding between mountains over frozen lakes. Diving deep so I can be more close to prey. And I believe the omens say the showman owns the day. So come drink from my broken bays, because I know the way. And yes, I mean the God and I are one. The energy connecting things, it all resides in us. Essentially our lessons lead us all to higher love of the next degree, so heavenly we're always rising up. Rising up, rising up, rising up, rising up, higher love, 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 love. Yeah. All where it begun started with the one, but we cannot be added on, so we cannot be taken from. We are whole within the sum. Full perfection, so connected, so reflection, lone begotten son. The soul of all of us coasting on the cusp, floating in the cup, in the clutch of the Lord Almighty's love. The source of all that was and everything that will ever be. Integrity is best perceived when no one's watching us. Dichotomy of divinity, opposite truth and living peace and harmony. We are indeed one another's missing piece, the far extremes of the same spectrum. Like stars I see, two focus points like aimed weapons. We are the anointed ones, the sage essence. And we're flipping coins for luck and stay guessing. With the gift of choice in us, you stay stressing. Yo, I'ma spin this joint for us and say blessings. Blessings, 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 blessings. We're rising up, rising up, rising up, rising up. Higher love, higher love, higher love, higher love. We rising up. Yeah. How the sound of the beat leads down to the beach breeze. How will the beat speak? I like it's free speech. Found in peak season, branched out like a peach tree. Flowers and seeds leafed out for a sweet treat. Empowered by each niche. Out here to be seen, profound like a deep dream. Pronouns are for he, she. Pronounced like when we see the power of we peeps. So prowling in these streets amounts to achieve. And so it seems now all that we need is balance in between the chasm that we've been separated by. And so the challenges leave me investigating why the powers that be seem to reject it, to deny amounts that they deceive. Deflected with the lies that spill out of their teeth each time that they talk. What comes out is just feces, a pile of flop on the ground in the steamed heat. Now we are knee deep, paying the price, cause how could this be free? It's a way of life, laugh now, cry later if I don't play it right. But I don't play it outright every day and night, cause life is not what we see, it is a reflection of the living dream. And love is not what we feel, it is what you are. We are so unreal, we are so unreal. We are so unreal. Transforming into prime, more than meets the eye. Like footsteps, the more we take, the more we leave behind. The more that we divide from the source of the divine. Feminine, the more we form a gorge at either side of the center is the benefit of soaring into a pride. And I believe that I can see that all of you are lying, roaring in your buying, warping with your life, and ignoring in the guidance from the oracle of highness. Yes, here she is soaring through the sky. And when we let the spirit in, it all could be provided. Full and energized by the soul that's intertwined with the body and the mind of the sort of inner light. It's no longer worth denying, following a giant. Two spins around and I'll be orbiting like Titan. Two rings around a rosy pocket full of violets, socket full of iris, watching opulence inside. Cause life is not what we see, it is a reflection of the living dream. And love is not what we feel, it is what you are. We are so unreal, we are so unreal, we are so unreal. I can't keep on pretending that I don't really see record levels of unemployed, now homeless in streets. The wolves in the sheep's clothing, and we'll all be in fleece, controlling the flock so deep people don't make a peep. Like they're snoring asleep, there they go as they leap over the fence I've been sitting on in full disbelief. Like OMFG, this is a whole different breed of hopeless to see. Fear grabbed a hold of this dream, exposed us to ourselves and ain't a soul been at peace. Cause we'd all known that it mean it's bad, but no one could speak. The crystal holds what it'll be if we don't fix the leaks. In the future it be spoke of and it showed us was bleak, but we're holding the key inside the beat of every heart of everyone, so very unique. We never will see it until we set ourselves free, accept who we be and steadily invest in our dreams. I can't keep acting like I don't care when I'm losing sleep, and I wanna live with no fear, walking through a dream. It's like I'm going nowhere, but I have never seen with a vision that was so clear. I can't keep praying that I make it and saying that I'm an atheist. Meditative vibrations been changing my waves radius, making my own lane, and it's rewarding in the process, showing me when I own it. The goal is within the moment, I know that I'm moving towards it. Force of a herd of horses, coursing, urging me forth to the source of my birth before this, morphing in further forms, ignoring of serving for him and divine mother, my brother, adorning her for the worship, ensuring we keep the torch lit, scorching the sky like the dawn's early light. On the 4th of July, we had a pivotal point that is called cause to divide is so deep we don't see where we all could unite around the common cause that we'd all have to fight. When we just stop and pause, it affords us a time to watch as the court's diamond keeps it all so aligned, and put the quarrels aside and heal the conflict inside and let the consciousness rise. But it's all in good time when Godspeed, which I be, means it's always precise. The body, the spirit, the mind, it all is divine. I'm not free, but I ought to be, and that's probably why I can't keep acting like I don't care when I'm losing sleep and I wanna live with no fear. Walking through a dream, it's like I'm going nowhere, but I have never seen with a vision that was so clear. I can't keep acting like I don't care when I'm losing sleep and I wanna live with no fear. Walking through a dream, it's like I'm going nowhere, but I have never seen with a vision that was so clear. Persevering through, cause that's what leaders do. And if I need encouragement, you probably need it too, to know that you can do it, homie. I believe in you, I believe in you, Brody. I believe in you, I believe in you, homie. I believe in you, I believe in you. I really do mean it too. I believe in you, and I can help you see it through. I believe in you, I mean I really see in you the strength that I believe is needed to see all your dreams come true. So many sleeping through when the gates to heaven only wide enough for me to fit a needle through. So what are we to do when it seems to me and you being challenged at every move just to keep her cool? What would Jesus do? How did he attain what he teaches to? Refrain and remain in a peaceful mood? Or was it Buddha's people who gave him the art of healing through transcendental praying and chants and meditations, dancing in the rain with the ancestors of ages in trance like mental states as they master in the shape shift? Now as the days drift and blur into the next, I know you know it, but I need to make sure that it's said. We get what we give, so we do deserve what we get. And at every turn you never fail to earn my respect, bro. I believe in you, Brody. I believe in you, I believe in you, homie. I believe in you, I believe in you. I really do mean it too. I believe in you, and I can help you see it through. But sometimes the truth is unbelievable. We keep on persevering through, cause that's what leaders do. And if I need encouragement, you probably need it too. Just know that you can do it, homie. I believe in you, I believe in you. Yeah. Aeon Crux. Yeah. One message gets around, but nobody ever sees me. Like Banksy, artwork appearing on different street scenes, leaving my commentary on various situations. Cause people are all entitled to their own interpretations. I stare into space, gazing, eyes hazy like pale stars. Sail far, ride the current like a whale shark. get it lit like matches in straw bale barns. Stacking up the tracks like I've been working in the rail yard. I watch for eye like a jail guard. I offer guidance on your path like a trail mark. I ought to try my own advice and I would fail far less than I'm doing as a student of the truth and the rare arts. Smooth and sharp like a shell shard. I'm cool and smart and used to move the parcels like a mail cart. Now I choose to embark on something true to heart, cause life is too bizarre, even for a superstar. Jesus, I once heard a rabbi say he had a magic way of transforming the water into a Cabernet. A passive haze that I carried at my waist. It overflowed with the wisdom of a sage that I had to taste. He told me love is the answer, hatred is cancer. So erupting in anger just creates the dangers in your blood when you breathe. It's subtly disrupting your chi. It comes from beneath and it manifests as something we see.
Someone told me a message that I hold in my home as a lesson. Love is all imperfection, so I've chosen to spread it with wholesome connections. Now my soul is receptive, and I know what I give is the volume we get it. Love is all imperfection, so I chose to accept it with all my intentions.
My soul's worn but wise. Torn inside but my aura's bright like aurora. Mesmerized like the northern lights. With these watertight thoughts of mine crystal clear, even through distorted mics. Blessed be the art that can immortalize. I dreamt a dream that no mortal eyes had dared to dream before tonight. Now I soar and glide through gorgeous skies, like a Harris hawk with eyes firmly focused on the prize. The heart senses where importance lies, so I walk towards the good in life and hope one day I will arrive. And there's so many different walks of life. Don't walk behind or in front of me, but be my friend and walk beside. Saw an author write, we're born to die, but I prefer to say to live a life of purpose is the purpose of life. See, the goal is never to live forever, but to endeavor to create something that will until the end of time.
Someone told me a message that I hold in my home as a lesson. Love is all imperfection, so I've chosen to spread it with wholesome connections. Now my soul is receptive, and I know what I give is the volume we get it. Love is all imperfection, so I chose to accept it with all my intentions.
Just sipping chai tea and doing some tai chi, making my movements as fluid as light breeze. Getting in tune with the tune of my heartbeat, burning sweet grass and sage in the urn where I be. Then bless the moment, questions open to interpretation. The quest is chosen, I'm trying to align with it instead of perpetrating. Embrace the turns of taking, I only learn from making mistakes, that's motivation. To slow my pace and come back to the breath. Yo, if I feel my focus fading, I come back to the breath. If I can't see the end of the road, but I can see the first step, I'll just take each as the last. One at a time. If I can't see the present is the gift, and what is divine is something inside all of us that's really alive. And so I glide to its beat, cause I'm feeling its vibe. Yo, I rely on my pen when words could barely describe. Sure, they could try, but still they rarely define the various types of feelings that I carry inside. I'm married to life, it's high time we kissed and made up. Saw the bright light of stardust that we are made of. Breathe in, courage is my nourish. Breathe out, my fears and all my worrying. I recognize action is what matters. The student is the teacher on the path to be the master. Breathe in, courage is my nourishment. Breathe out, my fears and all my worrying. I recognize action is what matters. The student is the teacher on the path to be the master. I be sipping moonshine, standing over open fires, offering my thanks and my praise to my mother Gaia. Speaking my intentions daily to my sky father. I'm a sky watcher, so I'll wait until my brother rise up to trade places with his sister. Every day they switch up, like the dancing in the night dust. Yeah, that's amore. And the story of the light's love. Every time he looks away, her face lights up. But she's not the only one with love for the bright one. For aeons, the worship of the sun has been righteous. Yeah, we got the right stuff as far as the planets go. Positioned at the perfect distance for organic growth. Science is a part of this world, but it's not just mechanical. It's a balancing act with spirituality that's rooted in the magical, yeah, the unexplainable. Enlightenment really isn't unattainable. It's just not in a plane for the brain to go. It must be known and felt by the heart. Trusting in the self, the only light in the dark. In this vast expanse of the universal soul. But avoidance of the spirit doesn't make that person whole. It's acceptance of it that will let that person grow. So forget all your regrets, this is the time to let them go. Lest you let them grow into a spectacle until you're left alone with your wishes and your worries. Always in a hurry to get to the next minute, never resting in the one that's surely taking place right in front of your face so purely. You need not summon his grace for heaven's sakes. We're standing inside of heaven's gates. Everything we're seeing every day should take our breath away. But it doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. I breathe in, courage is my nourishment. Breathe out, my fears and all my worrying. And recognize, action is what matters. The student is the teacher on the path to be the master. I breathe in, courage is my nourishment. Breathe out, fears and all my worrying. Recognize, action is what matters. The student is the teacher on the path to be the master. Yeah. I used to smoke weed for my remedy. Now I usually recharge my energy while I meditate and I pray for my enemy. It really depends on me being ready for whoever I meet on the day-to-day journey of an earthling that's searching on a paper chase. It never ends, so I never get ahead. Like I'm steady turning the wet cement. The best defense that I ever learned was to represent. Isn't it evident? Working for betterment versus retirement. Everything that you learn nourishes and livens it, so we can thrive rather than feeling like just surviving it. Cause life's a journey worthy of savoring every bite of it. In light of this, we could be transparent. Let the light shine through us until we can't bear it. What good's having a gift if we can't share it? Like having a great story to tell when you're a grandparent. You know? This life really is everything that we dream. Yeah. This life is what we make it, so we might as well embrace it. We'll see that we can take it and reshape it with a smile. It feels like you want to escape it, and all you really want to do is change it. You'll find your strength to face it and embrace it here and now. Here and now. Yeah. Anything you can imagine. Let's go put some action to it. From my perspective, we all thrive as a collective, and I respect it. We're all striving for the best shit like diamond pendants, and we shine when we're reflecting to one another. And I love my brothers, so I'm protected. Yeah, I'm selective with each statement that I'm making. Once I say it, I can't change the way that it gets taken, but I'm speaking the truth. I won't stop cause you're hating like I'm treating the flu. I ain't got any patience when my time's being wasted. I just stare straight away, benching bars till I'm gaining weight, and I'm upscale. Tired of eating out of a lunch pail. Decided to set up sail. From that point, things just kinda dovetail. Now I stand alone, stone like a monolith, in the same boat of knowledge like we're on a scholarship. On the mountaintop, sitting and talking with God again. High on oxygen, nodding in and out of consciousness. Feeling like anything is possible. Yeah. This life is what we make it, so we might as well embrace it. We'll see
that we can take it and reshape it with a smile. Feels like you want to escape it, and all you really want to do is change it. Find your strength to face it and embrace it here and now. In the here and now. In the here and now.
Light of the path that we navigate. It's decided by your actions today. As I became aware, I've been sitting in God's chair. I sat there and I stared in the abyss and lost fear. Everything became clear, I have always been here. My ability to touch, taste, smell, see, and yeah, so everything understood's like an inward experience. We live words we carry in our hearts and declare it as feelings about what we witness and cherish in our life. So I write for the awareness of where it sits. Characteristics built in comparatives. Wearing a nightgown of twisted entanglements. A 12-pointed crown for all the months of the merriment. While infrared light is glaring as terror spins like the sun's face. When you squint and you stare at it, glaring comparison. Religion's been burying the truth about our alien heritage. And those who interrogate get labeled as arrogant and blasphemous for daring to ever question the merit of the established narrative versus ancient Sumerians. Have paralyzed billions of people and beings so scared to live and become the savior to the story that is star of. To be one with the creator, glory, superstar stuff. Star-studded, stardust, loving artists. Love seeing other stars start to get charged up with oneness. Feeling so good, baby, really all good lately. All in Godspeed, I appear as you would. Take me into your heart or cast me away and say I'm not the one that you were planning to save today, but you would save me if I happened to change the way that I look. Maybe then you actually made what could make you give me love that saves you in me. But today it seems everyone's just way too busy trying to play cool and be the center of attention and pretending to be genuine. Really only ever been a friend in fair weather, and you tripping and shipwrecked again. Cause all of your relationships aren't ever built on anything except for your selfish whims. Lend your heart's intentions in to the bigger picture, and you start to see that you fit and you are connected in the ever-growing web of things that first appears as separate. As we keep transcending it, the illusion of it being us and them is now evident that all is a matter of perspective. And when you give things a space to grow and let them live, perfection is embedded in our glory and our excellence. The story of us never ends. Everything that ends begins again and again. But then again, our existence is endless then. We are the only life that's ever lived in pure essence. So your presence is the best of gifts. Nobody remembers any of the things that they collected in this life. So when it ends or when it's spent, it's the depth of the experience, the things that you give, that shows us that we're rich.